For failed politicians, I suppose television is the place to be, isn't it? And we can think of George Galloway drinking milk. We can think of, well, if you go back far enough, you can probably even think of Michael Foot in the 1960s. And Clegg, Phone Farage. There's plenty of them who've been at it, the failed politicians. The ones who can't quite make it in Westminster. Now, Paul Begala, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I should get his name right because he, like me, was born on May the 12th, 1961. So I should look upon him as a sort of long lost brother. And Paul Begala was or is a Democrat strategist for the Clinton-Gore presidency. And he came out with the most extraordinary statement. He said that show business or politics is show business for ugly people. Why otherwise would you enter politics? Politics do people enter politics because they are selfless, incorruptible people from all walks of life who want to make a contribution to the nation, who want to give back something to the country? Well, yeah, if you look around at the present government and the present scandals, that suggests people on the take and on the make. So it strongly suggests that what Paul Begala has said is correct, that politics is a form of quick fix show business for ugly people. Well, Nadine Dorries is about to make the amazing transition from show business, from one form of show business to another. She's about to make that transition from politics to late night television, and she's going to become a presentician, like a politician, but doing some presenting. A politician reading auto cue, or trying to. The last time she tried to do that, it was a bit of a disaster. But she's going to be there on Talk TV on Friday, and the trailer is already active and looks and sounds like somebody else, somebody you've never seen before. Well, actually, you have. It looks and sounds like Steph McGovern, but with a very different outlook. And so it's clearly modelled on Steph McGovern, or who was the lady? I can't remember the name of the lady who presented The Circle and Big Brother, but she looks a bit like as if she's been squeezed into one of her costumes as well. So there is Nadine Dorries squeezed into a red jumpsuit with flared bottoms, and she has clearly had quite a makeover. Now, Paul Begala also said that a presidential campaign was never over until it is scored and tracked, and La Dorries has a score of cheap, off-the-shelf hip-hop beats. It doesn't work at all, and I suspect it's enough. I suspect it will be enough for one night only. To command a viewing, just for one night. That's it. That's all she really has to do, because the rest of the engagement, I think, probably will draw very scant viewing. I would, of course, be very happy to go on and ask her why she doesn't bother to reply to letters, why she was such a disaster of a minister, what her hopes are for the future. But I have a feeling that she wants to do the interviewing. It's not the other way round. But, she's following in the footsteps of quite a lot of former failed politicians. Esther McVeigh, Philip Davies, Lee Anderson, Rees-Mogg, Bim Afolafi, Tandezi. Ed Vaizey is, of course, on radio, so whether he is ugly or not is completely irrelevant. Michael Portillo. Gloria De Piero, and even that glamour puss of the night, the ex-panto queen Anne Widdicombe. I'm very fond of Anne Widdicombe. She's done it too. And Matt Hancock, surely a dish on anyone's plate. A tray to take home. In fact, if Matt Hancock runs out of funds, he could always revive the adverts of Milk Tray. Do you remember those from the 1960s? The milk tray man, dressed in black, careering down the chimney like some sort of out-of-work Dick Van Dyke. I can see Matt Hancock as a dick, going down my chimney. Yeah, yeah, there we are. There's a new career for Matt Hancock. As Paul Begala says, politics is show business for ugly people. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the transition from politics to show business is necessarily an easy one. But let's see what Nadine Dorries can do.